Heard that. Okay. How do you feel about what the inputs are? Like, for example, that might look like how much time we're spending in the game. That might look like, obviously, the feedback from the coaching. Like, where do you think your feelings are with that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not improving, actually.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do about that.
Would this be specific to all areas? Like, would you say your game understanding isn't increasing, your mechanics aren't getting better, or is it like?
I think, well, I'm wondering if maybe I just like hit a plateau or like hit my ceiling for now.
What does that mean?
I don't know how much my brain can handle, but this might this might be where it is.
That's a dangerous mindset to fall into. Well, I will say, like, plateaus exist, but I guess the way you're framing it, I'd be very hesitant to agree with, just because I subscribe to the idea of, like, you know, growth mindset, but also reasonably with enough effort and time. Like, I think anyone in this game should be able to achieve at least diamond.
Really?
Past that, I think so. I think past that, you do have to kind of sacrifice some areas of your life, like if you're older, for example, to dedicate more time into it if you want to make the push to Ascendant or Immortal, as an example. But although Valorant is a difficult game, and the average rank in this game is like probably silver, gold. Does anyone actually know the stats on that? Like, it's not diamond. I think with the enough time and effort, like playing loosely 3 to 4 hours a day with enough time over whatever that might be, you should be able to reach diamond. Because I think the average Valorant player is, so someone said it's around gold. That's probably because they're at that rank either due to not enough time, or like over the like time span, or not enough time on a weekly / day-to-day basis. You're in the newer game state. Obviously you have some time, but in the general scope of the game, our playtime's still pretty low. If my tracker will load. Tracker's been pretty slow for me recently.
Yeah.
So hopefully this loads. I'm gonna have to swap to OPGG or I think there's another site, but our playtime still is relatively low. Like, I don't think we've breached 500 yet.
You think so?
At least
yeah,
for comp
I think
time.
I'm around 250 or somewhere between 250 to 300 now.
Yeah, 250. That's nothing. I mean, in my perspective, I always say that the new player experience is like once you get past 200 hours, are you actually playing Valorant? Like you can kind of understand Valorant. And kind of think about it from your own experience. Like after you reach 200 hours, like, oh, like I kind of know how to shoot, I kind of know how to move, I kind of know the util and stuff. So we're still in, for Valorant terms, pretty early baby stages. But if that's where we're at in terms of mindset, I would say that's the first thing. Like we have more to go. There's no brain issue here. There's no lack of talent issue here. You're putting in the effort as well. It's just you're in one of those like down things, you know. Growth isn't always linear. So I've been there. I feel that. It sucks. We'll bounce back up though for sure.
Well, I'm happy
how long we're
to
here,
reach for diamond because it's purple.
Yeah, let's go for diamond. Let's go for diamond. Obviously, gold is just a stepping stone. But it does feel like maybe a bit more clear direction on what we should try to improve on would be better. So last week, the theme was to try and find more duels. So one thing we could look at this for the VOD review today is, did we actually fulfill that? Did we actually find more duels? And then from there, it's like, okay, are we winning the duels? Are we losing the duels? Are we finding like more duels, but they're all bad duels? Then we can kind of like pivot from there. But if we kind of go back to when we were playing Reyna, you were finding a lot of duels. Like if we just look at the stats, hopefully this loads. All X. Yeah, we're fighting our duels. We're getting kills. You know, it was on the uptrend. We decided to pivot to the Killjoy for a couple of reasons, but one was to have more confidence in the fast rotate and just to have a bit more, you know, util to assist us and all that. And in terms of a KD perspective, it's working. Like our KD is 0.1 higher. Obviously, part of the Reyna when we were playing it, we were improving our mechanics as well. But like, it was on the uptrend for a good while too. I think at some point we had like a 60% win rate this act. Last act, I think it was on the uptrend as well. So we're kind of in that stage right now, I think, where we're trying to optimize the Killjoy a little bit more. We tried to do that, I think, in the past 2 weeks, where we're trying to like play around with setups a little bit more. And then obviously in last week, trying to adjust our setup so we can fight with it. And we talked about bind to do some of those things. I was hoping we could look at Corrode, but there didn't seem to be any like recent Corrode. Well, actually, I was looking through the playlist, but there's no updated ones.
The Notion's probably better,
which is fine. Oh yeah, I do have that link, don't I? So I could take a look through there.
But I also haven't had very many Corrode.
Yeah, not many good ones.
Like 3.
So any VOD would be fine, to be honest, because I think what I would want to do is look at how many duels are we getting? Like, are we actually finding them? And then from there, try and figure out like a really strong training focus point to work on. Because I think traditionally you've made the most progress when you've had like a very clear thing to work on. When we were on Reyna, the whole focus was taking more fights, winning those fights, fast rotating. When we were on the Killjoy and we made that transition, we had you do all the homework to figure out all those maps, and then we had like a good time afterwards. Now we just have to figure out what that next focus point is going to be, aside from a loosely defined find more duels and peak off of util. Like obviously that's a good thing to do as well, but yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is we'll progress check from last week, and then we'll try and find something else for this week if there's a need for something else this week, or if it's just refining what we're at or where we're at.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Let me find, I never pinned the Notion link.
I can send it real quick.
Yeah, let me take a look. Would you, off the top of your head, kind of know what VOD or map or game you think would highlight your taking fights from last week? Otherwise, I might just default to this 14-14 bind game here.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't, but
okay, we might do that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I don't know how to read this because I
Oh no,
am.
it says you have no access to some of those. But the VOD link is on that last column right there. So just find the match and then click the link.
I gotcha. And I would have to find the match by
I have the
Arcady,
title
probably.
on the. Oh.
Yeah, I can't see that. It's okay. Let's see. This was 25-13. Do I see kills here? No, we are MVP though, so it'd be 1. So it'd probably be this game here.
Here, wait. I can send it to you. Maybe it might be faster.
I got it.
Okay.
Critical thinking skills acquired.
My bad.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let me load into bind as well, the young Bindski. Also, I don't know how the temperature is for you guys in Europe, but it is hot today.
Yeah, I mean this week has been pretty cool, but the last couple weeks were like killer actually.
It was rough. Too rough, actually. I just have to turn on my AC. Normally my AC is like off until I go to sleep. No, I gotta
Well, we don't even have AC here, so.
What?
Yeah.
How do you live without AC? Wait, now
We
I'm sounding
suffer.
privileged, but like,
We
that's
suffer.
crazy. Like, no window AC either? Like, one of those things where you, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't hear, but on really hot days I hunker down with a friend who does have like a window AC thing.
Okay.
But yeah. Also here I don't have windows, I just have doors.
If this town had let me install
What?
my defense matrix, we
Is this
wouldn't have
normal?
to be here.
Who knows?
Oh,
That's
well,
crazy.
I'll clean this up
I'm
myself.
privileged.
My ultimate
That's-
is ready.
I need to go back to my gratitude journaling. Like, thank you for AC and
Thank
Windows.
you for AC.
That's crazy. I actually want to take a look at defense first, because I think that might be easier to see, and then we'll flip over to attack.
Okay.
We don't have windows in Europe, we just use doors.
Placing alarm box.
Like, what if you have like pets and you need to have the door open?
Well, I have a
Like, run
studio apartment that's like super small, so no
Let's
room for
see.
windows.
Okay, we got the young setup here. Picking up the turret, looks like. It's not the exact setup that we mapped out. I'm trying to remember what we actually mapped out. Or something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. No new setup, that's okay. Young rotation. Oh, there's a lurker.
Ah, targets destroyed. Found them.
Lollipop,
Bomb
lollipop.
grenade out. Enough.
Run through smoke? No.
Reloading.
Run through smoke.
Enemy spotted B.
Okay, what the?
Reloading.
Oh!
Powers.
Wait, that was a nice shot.
Enemy spotted
I
B.
gotta watch that again.
Reloading. Powers.
Wait, that was clean. That was clean.
Thank you.
My question would obviously be the setup. So, how do I frame this in a way that is productive? Okay, I don't know how to. I'll just be blunt. Why are we using the other setup?
For the games that I have been playing, I've been more focused on the, I don't know what this is called, that window.
Hookah, yes.
Yes. So I just
Yes.
wanted early info on there.
Okay.
Whereas when we talked about the other setup, it's more for the other area, right? Or like if they cross through or pass or jump down. I don't know.
So it's. Let's go back. Let's go back. Oh, I have my stream pulled up and I heard myself twice. That's weird. Oh, it's here. That's why. This was the other setup I was thinking of here. So if we take a look at our positioning, that's also probably my fault. I probably didn't emphasize how bind B site is typically held. Typically, you play B site by actually not being on site. You play either hookah or for long. It's very difficult typically to play on site like this because if they util dump it, you kind of don't really have many places to play. So you're right in that you could peek off of this turret, for example, and peek like this. But this is a pretty hard shot to get. Obviously, you hit it this time, but this is generally a pretty hard shot to win. which generally means that
Recalling my bot.
you'll have a higher chance of playing off your util from a little bit closer.
Turret out.
So, for example, if you had this long turret, it shoots, you would want to be close here to play off, or here to play off of this long turret, or here to play off this long turret. But if you were to peek off your long turret from here, I mean, it's viable. It's just a little bit harder to get the kill because the target's smaller. You know, they can get into cover a little bit quicker. It's just kind of hard. So when we talk about hookah, if you're trying to play off of your util hookah, obviously you can do it off of the jump, and that's very strong. And Killjoy sight holds when you do the Killjoy drop here is good. That's a bit more specific when you're playing like over here, because then you have the turret to peek off along, and then if they jump out of hookah, you can pop your mollies and then fight here. And that basically means that, okay, turret shoots long, I could fight here. Okay, alarm bot shoots or activates, I could fight here, and like we're chilling kind of thing. But the setup that we have on the document is a bit more like this, where we're playing for hookah, and this will allow us to, if the alarm bot activates, we can activate the molly and then fight off the alarm bot. Yeah. It sounds like we had the right idea, but maybe not the implementation I was looking for, I guess.
Maybe. I do remember some I did switch up and go for closer fights, but
Gotcha. Let's keep going. First time chatter says, "Sup, my favorite low income streamer." I love that. Wait, sorry. First kill here.
Reloading.
Boom.
Powers out. Hawk out. Blinded.
Okay, we are looking for more duels, which is good. We're just like facing this. That's pretty much over because our 3 A players died, but like this.
Reloading.
Last
Okay.
player.
Enemy spotted B.
Oh, shift peek here.
yeah, I wasn't expecting
Last player
someone to be there because
standing.
I was focused on the other one.
I
The
see.
deadlock.
B. Reloading.
Okay. You used to peek this a lot better, like when you were playing Reyna. Like I recall when you were playing Reyna, we didn't shift peek as much. So I wonder if this is like, because this is common, by the way, but when we focus on something else, our mental stack gets allocated to this new thing, and the performance somewhere else dips. This, unfortunately, or fortunately, because it's an easy fix, is the foundation of Valorant, is peeking and taking gunfights in general. So this might be why you're on, like, losing more, is we're taking more fights, but our mental stack is focused on taking more fights, that the actual how we take the fight isn't as polished as it could be. That could be potentially what's happening here.
Maybe. I do remember last week I brought up, I noticed my peeking is getting worse.
You did mention that. Maybe the focus for this upcoming week might not actually even be to take more fights, it's to take the fights we take better. That could be the approach. It's like a pendulum. It really swings both ways. It's like, okay, like we focus on this thing, fuck, our mechanics look bad again, or like our mechanics need some work. Okay, boom, mechanics look good. Okay, now we have like the resources to like allocate to do something else, and then it just kind of goes back. That's why like performance always dips up and down. It's also worth noting that maybe, just maybe, the best approach is to do nothing. And what I mean by that is if we continue to add things to our mental stack, kind of like what we've been doing, you'll always kind of like get some growth and then add a new thing, and then we'll dip back down. And then we get good at that thing again, and mental stack gets free, and then we get good again. And we're basically like slowly trending upwards like this. I wonder if we literally just did nothing, if we would just go like this. Because whatever you're doing, you'd probably get better at it, and then you'd make more growth. And then the only argument against this is like, what happens when you're here, when you're plateaued? That's when we think about adding something new, so that we go down, and then we try and come back up on our original point. That's kind of what we'd want to do. But yeah, that's kind of, I'm just spitballing here, but what do you think? Does this seem applicable to your case?
Maybe. I mean, it makes sense.
In theory, yeah.
In theory, but yeah, it's hard for me to figure out where I am on that line. If
That's
I am
fair.
at a plateau or if I am dipping down because of that.
Yeah. Well, I can really only go based on recent results or like, you know, but like a couple of weeks ago, we were owning. Like we were fucking owning people.
Yeah,
We were
I don't
peaking
know
well,
what
we were
I don't
moving
know what was
well.
happening there.
But it was like a consistent basis for you. You had like a high win percentage, your stats were owning. And I think that was probably just off the back of us shooting well. I said at the very start, and it was also the reason why we started with Reyna. Mechanics really is the starting point of this game. If you can shoot your way into gold, that's kind of when you sprinkle in this other stuff. Now, I kind of adjusted at some point because like, okay, we shot our way to silver. Maybe we kind of include the 80-20, maybe go to some sentinel in hopes that would kind of bring us in the other direction to make growth. But I think the way it's playing out was it kind of had that upper point, but then maybe we're not as strong mechanically. So like then we have to bring our mechanics back up. Then hopefully with the new setups and game understanding and the agent specifically, both of those things paired together, like how it was a couple of weeks ago, we'd be able to make some progress upwards. But that's a lot to say for one round. So let's keep going. Let's actually see if that's true. What if you played Reyna again? I don't think. I mean, maybe for a side quest, but. Wow.
Spike planted.
Okay, I like the hit confirmation. I need to go back really quickly. What happened here? Oh, we decided for the Giga flank. I do quite like this.
Hey.
See the peak. Okay. So kind of weren't expecting anyone here. See the short fight here. Okay, let me see this one more time. So we kind of shifted. Okay, only for the first one.
Spike planted.
Okay. We are playing aggressive. You are looking for more duels there, which is quite nice. Hopefully, Giga flank. Oh, nice. W setup. We did jump out of hookah though.
Hey, pass.
Okay, we go A. Go with the team this time. Oh wait.
One stay B.
Your said stay, so we stayed. Unlucky. Love kills
Spike
2.
planted.
Look at the fights here.
One showers, one lamps.
Tough round to win here.
Enter lamps, you'll find the Vandal, Killjoy.
One enemy remaining.
Put Vandal, Killjoy.
Last player standing.
Okay, nice
Enemy
shot.
remaining.
But you can kind of see we do have the young
Player
shift peak here.
standing.
Oh, did you?
Enemy remaining.
Do you recall if you recognize that the deadlock was in that corner after he killed your teammate?
No. I don't recall.
No.
Last
Okay, don't
player
recall.
standing.
Gotcha. If we did, then that would be a great opportunity to just do a pre-aim peek. But also, even without that info, I would like to see that look a bit cleaner. Like pretend like I had no info here. You pick up the gun, boom, clear this, boom, walk up, clear this, boom, walk up, pre-aim the corner, peek, and then I guess if he's here, we hopefully don't expose. But yeah. Shift peeking, we'll see if that becomes a trend, but it's still a nice shot, like good hit confirmation. You adjusted your
One
crosshair
enemy
as well, if you didn't
player
like panic
standing.
shoot or anything.
Good
So
job.
we have like the mouse
Nice.
click portion. I wonder if that's also because we spent more time in the aim trainer.
Please buy.
Okay. Boom. So unfortunately, this setup doesn't let you play off of your turret, but it looked like you were trying to until they came up long. Adjusting, maybe if you did want to do this variation of setup, you could do
Bot's coming
something
back.
like alarm bot here
Placing
for
alarm
long
bot.
come out, and then turret on the box for hookah,
Turret out.
and then you could maybe play behind the box, and then when your turret shoots, you could peek. That could be pretty fire, I think.
Turret's destroyed. My territory, my rules.
Nice.
Reload. Bomb grenade out.
Okay, so obviously we're looking at the molly there. I wanted to quickly take a look at
Turret's
this fight.
destroyed. My territory, my.
So my question
Turret
here
destroyed.
is, after taking these shots here, how come we didn't
My
peek hookah, I guess? Like, was your goal literally just to abort and get out?
turret's
I
destroyed.
don't remember. It looks
I
like
gotcha.
it.
Kind of like, okay, we took our shot and we repositioned. Do you think
Yeah.
that might have been top of mind?
Yeah. I kind of
Okay.
wrote that as one of my one brain cell thoughts is like after fighting just leave because they'll know
Yeah.
that I'm there. So
It is a good thought, and as you can see, it did save you from the deadlock ult. So like we are doing the repositioning correctly. Obviously to do it better would be to have like take this fight and then like actually have this so you can take another fight and then try and get out. Because as you climb the ranks here,
My territory.
these guys would probably be shooting at you.
yeah.
But this guy I guess has stayed out, so it works out for us. But then on the refight here, this is kind of the thing I'm worried about is, okay, we have the hookah alarm bot. We have the mollies to try and fight off of that, but we're exposing out on the right before they've dropped hookah, which kind of seems like we're thinking about the alarm bot as the trigger to fight off of, but also not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're focused a bit more on the molly here. But like ideally what would happen is, okay, we made it to backside, we repositioned, we're chilling, we have the alarm bot here,
Placing
we have the mollies here.
swarm grenade. Placing swarm
Now we would kind of just wait
Revolve my
until the alarm bot triggers. Like let's just say we're here, we're just chilling. You probably wouldn't swing on the right side actually, but alarm bot triggers and then you hop in and then you swing out on the left, because like you would want the alarm bot to trigger your swing rather than kind of coming out here and, you know, just kind of being in the open. Do you how do I explain this? When you're watching it like from like outside the game, does it feel obvious or does it still feel new?
This particular fight just feels a little overwhelming because they're all coming and everyone on my team is backside, so it's like or like behind me or hidden, so it kind of feels like I have to take initiative here and I'm not sure which direction to take, so maybe still a little overwhelmed in that regard.
I gotcha. Okay. Typically, sentinels are able to navigate the site holds. I don't want to say like the clearest, but like because we have like util to, like for example, because the alarm bot isn't triggered on hookah yet, that means that if you were to take a fight, you would only take it here, because like they aren't out hookah yet. I wonder maybe if we think about our util as like holding specific parts yet, it could be a little bit better. Like if we go to the extreme, for example.
Placing sentry.
Is that? Yeah. Okay, so if this turret shoots, that means they're out long. Let me fight long. If this alarm bot triggers, okay, that means they're out hookah. We fight hookah. If this turret gets broken and we don't have anything, but the alarm bot's holding hookah, that means like they can only come out long. We focus our attention here. I would imagine you kind of already, like you probably think about it subconsciously in that way, but when it gets like a piece of util gets broken, maybe that's where the overwhelm starts to happen. We're thinking about our molly, we're thinking about our teammates, we're thinking about where they're coming, the enemy util, all that stuff, and you kind of like are trying to filter through all of this. But to be honest, all of that literally doesn't matter because your alarm bot is still there. Like they can't push your left side, so you only have to worry about right side. So maybe having different mental models to think about how to focus your, like kind of that run brain cell thing is like, okay, like my left side is covered because this is up, let me focus right. Okay, now my left is exposed because it triggered, let me focus left. And then at some point you won't have any util, and then left, right, up, down is all going to be open, but hopefully we've gotten a couple kills by then, or at least one.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it does seem a bit more of like an awareness thing here. Someone in chat brought up it might be a confidence thing, but it does feel a little bit more like an awareness thing here.
I would wager on awareness. I tend to lack in that area.
Okay. Then that also brings up the question of like how we can raise our awareness, but let's keep going. Maybe that is the thing that kind of ties this together as well. Nyom.
Swarm grenade.
We just start
Placing swarm
hookah.
grenade.
Then we go A, so we leave. Fire in the hole. Okay, let's see the fights.
Spike down A.
Get it up a little bit.
Turret out.
Oh, they're TPing.
Killed my bot.
Rotate.
Swarm grenade out.
Taking mollies. Should be able to stall the second guy.
Spike planted.
Okay. This peak was good at least. This left one here, not a shift peak. Crosshair
Last
placing's a little bit
player
low.
standing.
This is hard. Okay. They're hiding. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Keep going. That's a hard run to win. This setup, we are fighting long, but we don't have long detail. So that's what I would look at here. If you're trying to get your ult
My
forward,
ultimate is ready.
you have ult. And they should be heavy
Probably.
hookah. Isn't that?
Yeah, be probably.
Found them. Swarm
Molly,
grenade.
Molly.
Swarm grenade out.
Swing.
Turret down.
Okay, so if you go back and look, like the alarm bot activates, so you molly off of that, which is good. But because we're so focused on activating the mollies, we missed our timing to take the fight.
Swarm grenade out.
But if we did this from backside, it still would have been good because you'd probably be taking this fight on the left side.
Turret down.
So it's still fine. We just kind of missed the timing a little bit, but you're doing what we wanted to do. Killjoy ult, yeah. Good ult here. This should be a round win off of that.
Area's clear.
They're all gone. What? Well, that sucks. Okay, let's see the retake.
Here.
30 seconds left.
Counting it.
Oh, they're TPing back. All this team is being so annoying.
Like I never left.
Wow.
Spike planted.
Wow.
Last player standing.
They are being annoying. Decision making wise, there's not really much you can adjust here. So I'm just more curious on the actual fights. It's a good adjustment here. A good spray. Happy to see a spray kill. It does seem like your spray control and your like mouse control has gotten better, like your raw aim. The two things that's kind of standing out right now is like how we play off of our setups, and then also our peeking technique.
Turret out. Turret destroyed.
Like for example, this setup is different than the one we spoke about.
Drop in a smoke.
But you would want to take a fight off the alarm bot here,
Swarm grenade out.
which we
Enemy
tried to.
spotted.
Jet just dashed past it. Now we just have to protect the space. Oh. Okay. So obviously the setup's a little bit different.
Coming back.
Do you remember the A setup?
No.
No? Okay. So I think the A setup we spoke about was turret here,
Turret out.
alarm bot here. Yeah, I think we can hit this corner. And then Molly for short.
Placing swarm
And then
grenade.
Molly for the jet dash.
Placing
If we did
swarm
this
grenade.
setup here, and we played in U-Haul, we would have just owned. I don't know if he would have gotten any kills, but it would have countered what just happened. Because the jet would have activated the turret, in which case you would pop both your mollies.
Swarm grenade
Then
out.
you would swing out, because the turret activated. And in this case, you would look for the jet, because he's in the smoke, and the molly is going to push him into you.
Mhm.
We tried to do that here, but the jet unfortunately got from this choke point to here. But if this wasn't a jet, and like this was any other agent running through your
Placing
util,
swarm grenade. Placing swarm
you would
grenade.
be able to peek off your alarm bot, in this case the turret, pop your molly, swing out and get the kill. So like we did do kind of what we wanted to do here. It's just it didn't get to counter the jet because we weren't in U-Haul and we didn't have this specific molly. So all of that to say is I think we're making some progress in the direction of like using our util as triggers to peek off of it, but I guess maybe making sure we have better setups would kind of be one way to solve some of this. Let's keep going. So we do bring it back to OT. So we are U-Haul here.
Target out.
Turret top tank. Gotta go B anyways. Another retake. Third, fourth retake this game.
No placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
Spike planted.
Oh, okay.
Spike planted.
Oh yeah, all good. Okay, next. Oh, we won 4 in a row. Okay.
The hunt begins.
The hunt begins.
Swarm grenade out.
Okay. So, pretty much same thing here.
Swarm grenade out.
Our B setups aren't allowing us to take fights off of the util because like we have to take this long fight dry. But
Yeah.
if we wanted to kind of
Calling
do,
my
let's
bot.
just pretend like you wanted to play this cubby. You could just again have the turret here,
Turret out.
and then when this turret shoots, boom, you could take the angle. I don't know if you get the kill because honestly, kind of a hard kill, but like that's kind of what we could do here. So, what we're seeing right now is you'd probably find a bit more success just playing the Reyna, because then when you peek, you can flash and do this, you know. But the turret, yeah, the turret would help.
Dang.
As someone who's been coached, it hurts the soul when the coach just skips through all my good rounds. Don't worry, we're watching all of them. Starting with defense though. So again, turret here. The turret looks like it sees a little bit of long, but more into hookah. So you'd want to play off of that by being inside hookah or top sight. So boom, it shoots. We are in a position to swing off. I think you were trying to swing hookah or long here, but yeah, your glove does though. Look, turret shoots, and then he takes the fight on the left side. That's something you could do too, I guess, if you want to use that specific turret.
Recalling my bot.
It kind of just goes back to what we said on pistol round. This shot is a little bit harder, but that is kind of what your glove did here. He gets the kill, so it does work out for him.
It had to be. I'm dropping.
This is a really good reposition, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
First
just
day, first day.
TPing again. And there's a guy here. That's so sad.
First day.
Peeking technique wise, obviously we weren't expecting him here.
Yeah.
First day.
Maybe to make it a little bit clearer when you're reviewing is if you are expecting a guy, keep your gun out. And if you aren't expecting a guy, pull out your knife. And then that way you can be like, oh, like I actually just didn't expect him. My knife was out. Or, oh, my gun was out, which meant that I was expecting someone there, which means that my peeking technique was the problem here, not the awareness.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably going to be a bit harder to implement, but that's maybe a good framework to try and adhere to. Okay, so set up here. Again, playing a bit further back. So that's definitely the common theme we're seeing here. We just didn't actually get to implement the setup portion from last week, which probably meant one of two things. One, we forgot. Two, the understanding from last session just wasn't there, which means we have to make sure we get the understanding first. Or three, we understood it, we didn't forget, but we decided to do something different, which I would wager it's probably one of the first two.
Yeah.
Take a look at the fights there. We get some
Swarm
fights here.
grenade out. Swarm
Boom.
grenade out.
Okay, so another shift peek.
That's done. Out.
Looks like we weren't expecting him here
Swarm grenade
specifically
out.
because we're pre-aiming the other angle. But
That's done.
if we are gonna fight that guy U-Haul, obviously no shift peek.
Your
So
mission is not
we
over.
are in a range of. There's a lot of things. We're in the moving part territory.
Alarm bot down.
I do like the flank though. Wow, this guy's here. This was clear though. This was like, we have knife out. We weren't expecting him here. Holy shit, he's here type of thing. So
Yeah.
this is fine. I do like the push up, by the way.
I got you, okay?
Do,
can take it. You can live it.
do.
Placing sentry.
Placing sentry.
Placing swarm bot.
Placing
Placing
alarm
swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade.
Okay. So it seems like we're using the mollies to delay.
Maybe more.
Fighting with the turret here, maybe.
Here.
Boom. Okay, so this is actually good though. Like this is an up down with the turret. Obviously, you could just wait until the turret shoots and then peek into it.
More.
But
Here.
you do get a nice kill here.
Thanks,
Good movement as well.
Maybe more.
Like we shoot, we strafe, you go for the burst after.
Swarm grenade out.
Molly.
My ultimate is ready.
targets a kill, W.
Spike down B.
And then we kind of shift peek at everything out here. So we're definitely getting overwhelmed, I
Spike
think, when
down,
there's so much
B.
stuff happening. But when we kind of peek out on this left side, what we need to know is, one, the alarm bot hasn't triggered hookah yet. So that means that if they are in hookah, they're still inside and not outside. So we'd want to peek it like this. And then if they are long, you'd want to not shift peek it, you would want to hard clear it like this. So it's a little bit
Spike
difficult
down B.
to figure out where to go from here, just because I do think there's a couple of things that we could work on. But the overwhelm in the tempo of what is happening is clearly making things a bit more difficult that we're not doing any specific thing that well. But we do win defense. Okay, so let's start with defense here. What do you think from your point of view? Where should I start? What did you take away from that defense half?
Maybe implementing the setup that we talked about. I wonder if it's if it would be helpful for me to well, I don't even know how I would improve in this, but like you mentioned, you know, to counter the jet, and like in my head I'm not even thinking, oh yeah, it's possible for jet to be like to cross over this area in this amount of time. Like I'm not even thinking that far ahead, like
right.
in my setup. So I don't know how to explain what to improve on that, but or what I think I could improve on in that. Just awareness of everything.
Okay. What else did you take away from that defense half?
Well, I felt like I was rotating a lot, so maybe I need to think more about pivoting or like making a read, because I mean, if I'm always putting stuff down on B when I feel like they're mostly going A, maybe need to
like
make
pre-round?
yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. We also did try to flank a couple of times, which does counter the rotating a lot. So we just unfortunately didn't get into the situation where we flanked and then they rotated back into us. So that didn't happen this game. But okay, anything else?
The overwhelm, I guess, is the big thing. But I do feel that generally in all my games. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe let's talk about like what the order typically of what happens on an execute. So it might be a little bit hard to do, but I'll do my best here. Typically, when an execute starts,
I reckon I'll take a kick.
the first thing that happens normally
roll for initiative
is that smokes drop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing an execute to signify that an execute is happening is smokes. Typically, the second thing that follows, I wish I could switch agents faster. Who were we playing against? Was there any initiators? Okay, well, they didn't have one. But typically, the second thing that follows is initiator util. I think the most obvious one for this is
30
just maybe
seconds
silver
left.
dart. So,
Thrifty.
If you're not a good shot today,
I'll just
don't worry.
switch this over
There are
here.
other ways to be useful.
Let's just do something
Revealing
like this.
area.
So this means that the smokes drop is one. Dart follows. And then the third thing that typically happens, or around the same time that the initiator uses
30
util,
seconds left.
is
Thrifty.
the entry.
This
The
place
bill
is
is going out.
but not nice
In
enough
this
to die
case,
in.
it was
Let's
the jet
win and get
dash.
outta
In
here.
other games, it might be the raise satchel. But some type of a movement
Blocking sight.
ability happens to take advantage of the initiator util. As a sentinel player, if you kind of loosely know the order of operations of this, you can pre-fire some of your util and get ready for it. So as a Killjoy player, let's just say they execute your site right now. That deadlock net came in just now. Boom. You might decide to, if you had like no alarm bot because it got broken, or the turret got broken, that might be a trigger for you to activate your molly, because it could signify that they're coming out. Because our util is still up in this case, you wouldn't activate the molly. But by giving you, I'm hoping by giving you some of like the order of operations, you kind of expect some of this. So when you're Killjoy, it's like, okay, like let's say the turret got broken earlier in the round, they drop smokes, and they you know, they just drop smokes. You could immediately molly after that, or they drop smokes and then you hear the dart, you can molly after that. Or if they hear that you hear the jet dash, you can molly after that. Right? There are a ton of triggers to know to help you increase your awareness on what's going on based on the util that's happening. In the Sentinel's case, you also can just use your util off of your turret, which is kind of the main trigger I was trying to get across last week. I think the other part of this with the overwhelm is our position selection. So if you think about our A site position really quickly, we were kind of playing here, which means that if they hit the A sites, they technically can come from here, but also when they jet dash, they can go across, and then now you're fighting this left angle and this right angle and potentially a third angle here. If you think about where you're playing on B, we're kind of in a similar boat where they could come from the right side. They technically could come from up top, and they can come from the left side. So maybe one of the ways to address the overwhelm is by just fighting like a very obvious fight. So for example, let me go back to Killjoy.
30 seconds left.
Quick
Thrifty.
peeks now. Everyone
Should
makes
start
fun
defense.
of
But for
German
Killjoy, I'll just use
efficiency.
the hookah example again.
Just
I
keep
would
laughing
wager
to use
it would
all my
be
gear.
very difficult for you to have
Placing
as
alarm
much
bots.
overwhelm
Placing
if
swarm
you're
grenade.
just fighting hookah, because like this is really the only angle you're worried about. And if they come out long, like your teammates kind of deal with that shit, but also you could have the turret here to let you know if you ever do need to turn around. And then your goal basically is, okay, I got hookah, hookah's my shit, like boom, like I'm fighting here. This is the only angle I have to worry about. If there's any util, any fights, it's all gonna happen in front of me. Mini map doesn't really have to matter unless my turret shoots. And this also lets you kind of get rid of some of the other triggers. Now,
Bot coming
that's
back.
not really going to be the case on A, because like the other triggers is playing a part. But if we think about our
Target
position
out.
again, just using the util example,
Placing alarm bot.
the only thing you're really worried about fighting is like what's in front of you. You
Placing
can't really go
swarm
behind
grenade.
you.
Placing swarm
You
grenade.
know, like this is the only angle you're fighting. It's like somewhere loosely here. Sure, you could peek out and fight this, but still it's one lane. Whereas obviously, if we were to go in a spot that's like in the middle, like triple is kind of scary because you have to peek right side, you have to peek left side, they can go up top. If you're playing against jet or raise, like it can be pretty difficult to keep track of things. So I think where I'm heading with this is part of improving the overwhelm, and what we're currently doing is finding better positions that is just like more straightforward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The other part of it too is like obviously implementing the setup, but the setup is kind of supporting our position. So they kind of go hand in hand. And then when you know the trigger, that will let you use your util better. I think, this is my theory, but I think if you're able to play certain spots and just get really good at that spot. So for example, if you're to play bind, and you make your job to be really good in U-Haul or really good in hookah, and that's just your focus on defense, your util is an extension of that, it would make your focus a lot better and you'd be able to do that thing better. Instead of the focus being peek off of util, it's be really good at hookah, and peeking off util is one thing that helps you play hookah better.
Yeah.
And we can kind of apply this framework, I think, to the other maps, but maybe not in as specific ways. What I'm trying to say here is Ascent, you can be really good at fighting B main, just picking off your turret, and that could work well. But you could also be really good at holding down lane. Like for example, if your util is here and here, you could play on ledge, and then the section of the bomb site you're trying to really be really good at is like this rectangle here. Or if we go to another map like Haven, the part of the map, like if you're, depending on where you're playing, but I think the typical setup is something like this. And you have the alarm bot here, Molly here, second Molly might be here. You could try and be really good at fighting this front sight space. Like if they go back sight, like it is what it is, but like you can try and be really good at fighting this front sight space. That could be one framework to go with to help kind of isolate things. To do one more example, Icebox is kind of a bit harder actually, but Lotus could be good. Turret here, alarm bot, something loosely here, and then you just try and be really good at fighting the space, like loosely here if you're here, for example. It doesn't work as well because bind has a specific lane that you can be really good at. For example, the U-Haul fights here, or the short fights here, or specifically literally just hookah. Like bind is a lot more straightforward in that way. Other maps aren't. But I guess what I'm trying to say though is we don't have to play for the entire bomb site. Like if playing for the whole bomb site is very difficult in general, but like going back to the Haven example, you could play for specifically front site, or it's a bit more common actually to play for back site, but our setup doesn't really play for it. But you could play it specifically at the back site, and then you just look for fights there. Lotus, you don't really play for the whole bomb site. It's very hard to. So like if you're the player waterfall, you're typically just looking for these fights here. Maybe here, or like if they push top site, but you're not really like moving from there unless you reposition. Whereas if you were to play four site, like here or here, they can come from left and right side. It's kind of difficult. Well, Ben's actually kind of nice, but this one does require a high level awareness to play. So then you would have to take a timing to fight left side, and then also know when they can come up on right side, and then kind of bouncing back and forth. And right now, most of your, like what we saw in bind was you playing similar positions to this, where like you're potentially taking a fight on the left and the right. If you go back to bind, right here, they can come from this, and this. Right here, they can come from here, and here. And with enough awareness, you would be able to navigate this because your alarm bot just lets you know that they can't come from this. Now you actually don't have to focus right side. Like that is true. But maybe we could take it one step further and just actually be in a spot that you don't really have to focus on it, you know? Like for example, if you're playing B here and you don't want to play hookah, you can just have your entire focus be in long, and then at least that's more straightforward. It is harder to fall back too, but yeah, I wonder if that's a way to move forward. Because it does address some of this stuff, and then it just lets you focus a bit more on your util and also the way you're taking the fight, because it's just one angle or like one lane. I don't know though. I guess when you hear that, what do you think?
I think about, I mean, this game specifically, like where we're rotating like all the time. How do I do both?
Yeah, what's step 2?
Yeah. I don't know.
There is not a perfect solution to that, because if they're like we're hypothetically speaking in the use case or the scenario that they rush your bomb site and you're in the spot. But if they don't hit that bomb site, obviously you're going to rotate. Or if they're defaulting and you over rotate and then come back, you might be out of position. Or if they fake, you're going to be out of position. I'll tell you what Benji Fishy does. When he plays Haven and he's playing Cypher, he's in this corner with the camera here, with the tripwire here, with the one-way cage here, and his secondary trip he has wherever. But let's just pretend like it's on the choke point here. And the entire round, he's AFK on this camera. If they go to the C bomb site, he is killing them. If they go A, he's playing retake. But he just sits here. The reason why I bring this up is this kind of goes against our over rotate thing, fast rotate setup that we talked about ages ago, in favor of playing site bunker, like a site anchor. Sentinels typically do a little bit of both. And in ranked, typically fast rotating will get you more value. But to your point, this was one of those games where the enemy team was utilizing the teleporters, leaving, pivoting, blah, 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 blah. Which, if we were trying to win the game that you just played and adapted, it would have been to actually over rotate less and just like bunker, because like they've shown that they fake and default and stuff like that. Other maps that generally works pretty well. Bind is one of those terrible maps in terms of design, because the attacker is kind of going to get out of jail free card to hit the teleporters. Now in the higher ranks, people will take space and punish in that way if they take teleporters, but in the lower ranks, bind is really tough in the lower ranks in terms of map design to punish. So where am I trying to go with this? I think what you brought up is that it's difficult to figure out what to do if they don't run into our bomb site if we were to play it in this way. And I think that is a trade-off we have to make. This quote, I might have mentioned it before, but like, there's no solutions, only trade-offs. If you're playing for site anchor, you're trading off the benefit of fast rotating, which means that you're probably going to be playing more retake rounds. But on the scenario that they do come to your site, you're hopefully getting at least 1 or 2 kills. The trade-off when you play fast rotate is that sometimes you might get caught out of position, but you're trading off the fact that your site holds might be a little bit worse with the fact that you might play retake a little bit less, and you're just taking more gun duels with your team in maybe less optimal places. This game kind of showed 2 things. One, when they hit our site, we weren't able to hold it well enough. But 2, when we fast rotated, they punished by rotating through the teleporter. So in this game, adapting to play side anchor would have been good because they were taking the teleporter. But if they were a team that was committing to the site hit more often, you probably would have gotten a little bit more value from just fast rotating. But that just didn't really happen that consistently in this game. That kind of begs the question of, is it better to learn how to site anchor and take the fights in that way? Or is it better to go back to the fast rotate and just play for the flood every time? That one's tough. Because going off of the 80-20 rule, you would typically play fast rotate 80% of the time, either 80% of the time in one half or 80% of the time across 100 games. And you'd probably climb faster that way. But it doesn't address one of the root problems here, which is like playing off of the Senti util. That's tough. Because there's also the argument too that if we're leaning on the fast rotate, we would just go back to the Reyna and actually just play for those floods, because like the Reyna flash and the Reyna dismiss lets you play that better. Maybe this is a question I have to, like, maybe the answer is like more on your side rather than my side. I guess when you think about the 2 approaches, like playing fast rotate or playing site anchor, which would you prefer to tackle?
Well, I think I would like to tackle a secret third thing, which is to figure out like how to decide like based off of what the enemies are doing, because
like adapting. Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe it's just hard for me to navigate that flowchart in my head, or like even consider like oh, I think this is what they're doing. And maybe that's like too macro for my point right now, but like I don't know. We could maybe focus on the anchor, and then like after getting the hang of that, then I can figure out like based off of process of elimination, like what felt better when I was fast rotating and what felt better when I was anchoring. Maybe that could be a good approach.
That's typically the approach that I go with, but I do think that there is merit in. So I recently just worked with another Sentinel player, and I had them play side anchor instead of fast rotating 12 out of 12 rounds. And they told me they felt like they were getting clinically depressed because they only got gunfights when they hit their bomb site, but they weren't sufficiently good enough at site anchoring, so they would just die. So they would only get repetitions of their site hold maybe 3 or 4 times a game.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the other amount of rounds they're playing retake. And they're not good enough to get the positive feedback loop on their site anchor, but then the other rounds are useless because they're playing retake and not playing fast rotate.
Yeah,
I do think that
happening as well.
Yeah, I think that approach where you play something for 12 out of 12 rounds probably is better if you've reached a certain threshold, but also specifically if you play fast rotate 12 out of 12 rounds, like you get more chances, more repetitions. So taking on that experience and applying it here, that could be something to think about. In which case, like maybe your secret third option does make sense. Which, let's see, have we ever talked about? No, we haven't. Okay. So a framework I give people, I'll kind of just outline it here. Whoops. Adapting framework. Okay. Let's kind of go with definitions here. So just a rehash. What does the 80-20 rule to you mean for defense?
For defense now, it's fast rotating 80% and flanking 20%.
Okay.
Or at least trying.
Okay. What do you mean by now? Is that because this isn't side anchor, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so trying to flank / side anchor. I'll add that.
Okay.
Okay, so now if we go with the adapting framework, the first 3 to 5 rounds, we want to use the default setup. In this case, it's going to be the fast rotate 80%, because generally fast rotate will counter what the enemy team's default is going to be, which is typically rushing. So what am I trying to say? The first 3 to 5 rounds, we don't want to play side anchor because that's the 20%, that's a lower number. So since we don't have any info on the enemy team, we are going to play fast rotate as we gather info on what they're doing. After the first 3 to 5 rounds, if they've shown no reason for us to change, in other words, they are only, actually I'll do it like this, they are only rushing sites, you would continue fast rotating. If and statements, the enemy team does fakes, defaults, slow play, literally anything else aside from rushing, then you would play side anchor, the 20%. Trying to flank, you would adjust by playing the 20%, which is side anchor / flanks / not rotating. One of those things. Playing extremity, it's like all in the same boat, right? But basically just not over rotating. I would wager, again, if you played fast rotate 80% of the time, so out of your 12 rounds, you fast rotated like loosely 8 rounds, and then you just like use the random number generator with those ratios on when to actually play side anchor, and just let the numbers do it for you, you'd probably get good value and be doing the optimal macro thing right? But going off of your point, I think if you're able to make a conscious decision on, okay, they're playing slow, they're throwing fakes, they're defaulting, they're playing slow, like they aren't rushing. Let me like actually do a full site anchor setup and play for the site hold, which in this case, unbind would be to play for hookah or play for U-Haul. If they aren't, or if they are just rushing sites, bind's kind of a unique example, so maybe we'll use a different one, but like Haven, for example. Typically your fast rotate setup is going to be, we adjusted it. It was like turret here, alarm bot here, molly here. You're playing something like this. If they are just rushing sites, you would continue playing this after 3 to 5 rounds. If after 3 to 5 rounds, they've shown that they just start mid, break your turret, maybe they like start A or like go A and then end C, whatever, they're just defaulting. You could adjust your setup to be a bunker setup. So this one's a bit hard, but maybe you don't even have a util for C. You might just have all of your util for, sorry, no util for B. You might just have all of your util for C. So you can have like your, people do the C setup in all different ways, but you do kind of want garage info. So maybe like turret to C long and garage. Then you would have alarm bot here for the jet dash, and then you'd play here and molly here, and then you'd just be on site, just AFK. And then if they come to your site, you're sitting here, you're playing far extremity. If they go A, you're fucked, by the way, because like you have to play retake, you have no util. If they're lurking B, you're kind of fucked, right? But like this is your site anchor, 20%. They're playing slow. Let me just play for my site. The other way you could play this, like the other takeaway you could do, is okay, well, they're playing slow, but like I'm not going to over rotate. So if you go back to the original setup we had, you could still have like a setup that's spread out, but like they make noise A, your thought process wouldn't be, oh, they're going A, let me jump in window and rotate to A. That's typically what we would do before. But if this is one of their slow games, you might actually just let them make noise A, you just AFK here and stay in garage. So I guess my point being is you could still play this 20% with your setup being a bit more spread out, because that's kind of the standard for most maps, but you just wouldn't over rotate. You might instead decide to stay, which is good if you think they're going to come back into you, or if you think that they're just playing slow, you could try and push and flank, which is kind of what we've been trying to do. But it's not in this scenario here. If we're playing the 20%, you wouldn't go for this rotate, which is the more common thing for us to do. But like if they are showing that they're just rushing every single round, we would just jump up in window and just go for the rotate, the fast rotate. Does that make sense so far? Do you have any questions?
Yeah. So like my default setup is BC, but I noticed that they're mostly rushing A. I should adapt and move all my stuff over to A. And
that's correct.
Start there.
Yeah, so you could definitely do that as well. I kind of gave the example of C, which actually was probably the worst example. But yeah, like if they're just rushing A, like you could just have your setup for A. Like the typical one is alarm bot long, turret on top of this thing to C short. You alarm bot here, and then you just walk down short and you play off your turret. That's the typical thing to do. But you could have like a bunker setup on A where turret here, alarm bot here, and then you could just play back site. But this kind of goes back to what the problem now we're having on bind. If we were to do this, they could come left and right side.
Yeah.
And if you use your trigger as well, like, okay, alarm bot activated molly, swing left side. Okay, turret activated. Well, actually, this one's kind of tough, but like maybe the turret would be here actually instead. Then you know if they come up short. Okay, turret activated, now they come up short. But if we were to try and utilize the setup that's similar to bind on taking hookah, like taking one of the lanes, you would just focus all of your attention to go A short. And if they're up long, like your alarm bot would let you know, but you're still focusing all your fight on A short. So that's kind of the nuance here. But I think big picture, what you said is correct. Like, okay, they're going A a lot. Let me abandon the basic BC garage setup and go util everything on A.
Okay.
That would be your adapting of the 20% here. Now, how you pull that off kind of goes into the other stuff we were talking about of the triggers and picking off your own util, like the setups we kind of talked about, and then trying to minimize the overwhelm by playing for one lane.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Does that feel like a lot? Or does that feel straightforward? Does that feel doable? Does that not feel doable?
I think if I like simplify the clues that I'm looking for, like just anything that's not rushing, like just focus on anything that's not rushing, and that will be like my trigger to adapt. Or like if
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, then I think maybe after a couple games. Also, I wonder if it depends on the map too, because I
It
actually
does.
feel like pretty comfortable on bind. Like I don't think that I'm losing too many games on there, and I don't know if that's like a me thing or if that's just luck on my team matching or whatever, but yeah, like I don't know. I think it depends.
It does depend. Bind is unique because there's no mid lane.
Yeah.
So you don't actually spread your util across multiple things, right? Like was happening on Bind is that you get to actually have all your util for yourself, which is quite nice. You know, you get your alarm bot here, you get your turret here, like you have both your mollies. Like if they hit B, they're fucked. Like it's a 50-50 chance that you're correct.
Yeah.
On other maps, Haven, you're 33% of the chance right, but even then you can't even put all of your site util on one site typically. Like you kind of have to spread it a little bit, which spreads you thin, which means like your fight's a little bit worse. But even so, like though you're winning on bind, the site holds aren't what we would want to see with the triggers. So there's room for improvement still on the bind,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
the 80-20 framework, like the adapting thing, isn't as much of an issue, I guess. Peter in chat says, an obvious issue that I see that is at the root of things is lack of awareness on the minimap / where enemies are on the map. The lack of information probably what is leading to overwhelm because it leads to uncertainty. Any info will lead to better decision making and ability to learn down the road. I do agree. Awareness is something that keeps coming up. I think one way to address the awareness issue is just like playing for the lane, kind of like playing in hookah, kind of what we're talking about. But there is like the underlying thing of like, how do we develop more awareness? Because like that is foundational, but that's difficult. Typically when I'm having people develop awareness, it's like you just look at the mini map when certain actions happen. So like a kill happens, you look at kill feed. Sorry, a kill happens, you notice in the top right corner of your eyes that a kill happened because of the kill feed, but then you look in the mini map instead to see where that kill happened and who got the kill and so on and so forth, where they are. That's like one way to trigger awareness. The other way to get info, or like another trigger to look at the mini map, is after you finish planting bomb, so you know where your teammates are. Another thing is while you're rotating, when you have your knife out, you look at mini map. Like I do think it's important that we develop that skill too, but I'm just trying to figure out like what to prioritize here.
Yeah.
Because obviously as a silver player, like there's always things to work on. Peter, by saying that it's the root cause, is implying that that's also what we should prioritize. That's difficult. That is difficult. Typically when I go with the framework of like the roadmap, when you're in low elo, the thing you prioritize is your gunfights. In the mid elo, you prioritize agent mastery. And in the higher elos, you prioritize understanding macro. When we're going along this framework here, thinking about the 80-20 and adapting, that whole framework is typically a bit more about the macro, so that it's kind of higher elo. Agent mastery in this case would kind of be learning your Killjoy setup and playing off of it. And then if we're thinking about gunfights, in this case, it's probably something along the lines of the awareness, the shift peaks, crosshair placement, all that stuff. But they obviously all play a part into each other. Like if you develop your awareness, your crosshair placement will be better because you see them. If you develop your Killjoy setup, like agent mastery, in this case your setups, your awareness will also get better because you know how your setup is going to play, and then also that will feed into your crosshair placement. So I think it's one of those things right now where there's no perfect answer. might be one of those things where like until like we get all the puzzle pieces in a level where they're all decent enough, then we can kind of think about which to level up more. But right now, because we don't have any of them, or like not all of them, for example, the awareness thing, it might make sense to try and develop awareness until it's at least a level 1 or a level 2, and then go back with the initial framework of, okay, low elo mechanics, then agent mastery, then macro. It's a tough one. Typically, my gut instinct would be, fuck everything, just go and like train your mechanics. But I also think that's a cop-out answer in some way. But there is merit in simplifying things. Typically, the simplest approach is the most effective approach. At least that's what I like to believe. But if that was the case, then like individualized feedback wouldn't be important, and we have to take into the context of like where you are right now.
Yeah.
I think there's no use in overthinking it, because at some point we'll get to all of these skills. So the main thing to think about is, what do we want to work on first? Whether or not it's the most optimal way is less important, I think. When we think about our journey so far, we've worked on mechanics, hence the random boot camp. We've worked on the agent mastery somewhat, with the looking at some setups and doing that stuff. But we haven't really developed the macro like awareness thing with adapting and also looking at minimap like ever. So maybe it's more like cyclical. Maybe we do that this time. We go and trying to figure out how to adapt, along with trying to increase our awareness on the minimap for this week. And then when we feel good about that, we go back into the mechanics, which could then look like making sure we don't shift peek, have good crosshair placement, and then we go back into looking at the setups to really min-max that. But I do think the low-hanging fruit at this point would be to try and fix your setups a little bit, just loosely, like actually playing off your turret and stuff. Like that's like really easy low-hanging fruit. But after that, going into the macro adapting framework, trying to increase awareness by looking at minimap based on kill feed, based on when you're rotating, because while you're rotating you might as well. And then bomb plant, other triggers obviously, but I think maybe those 3 would probably be the big ones. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think is reasonable for you to tackle for this week?
I don't know. I'm getting overwhelmed now.
Yeah, me too. Let's simplify a little bit.
Okay.
I think low-hanging fruit would be, actually, let me just do actionables instead. We could prioritize this. So step one, figure out very basic setups to fight off of while playing site anchor. We already have your fast rotate setups. That's what you did the first week or 2 when we learned this Killjoy. We already have that. So now we just have to figure out very basic setups to fight off while you're playing site anchor, which this kind of goes with the whole trigger thing. Fighting off of your turret / alarm bot, using them as triggers. Okay. Very quickly, I'll just give the bind example again. You're playing in here, finding hookah off of your alarm bot while your turret's in this corner. Actually, maybe the better sub. No, let's keep this. Let's keep this, because the turret's just gonna die. Let's just say this is our setup for now. And this would be the example. Okay, so that would be step 1. We get that. Step 2, when you're actually in the game, obviously implement the setups, but then you go into the adapting framework. You try and use the first 3 to 5 rounds to gather info on how the enemy team is playing and adapt accordingly. And then the third thing you would prioritize in a game is minimap awareness. So, after you've identified how you want to play your attack and defense, based on, we'll talk about attack in a second. After the first 3 to 5 rounds, you change your approach. Then for the rest of the game, you're thinking about minimap awareness, which would be, again, minimap after each kill. Obviously, every single kill is crazy, but like use that as a prompt. Kill feed as a as a prompt. When you're rotating / flanking, and then on bomb plants for both halves, typically, pretty much. You can look at minimap for almost all of these. The hard one is going to be this one, because sometimes you'll be fighting, and then a kill happens, and then you'll like want to glance, or like ideally you would glance up and get the minimap info, and then look back at your crosshair. Oh, really quickly. Some people note the rank 1 player like two acts ago. The way he looks at minimap is he'll hold caps lock. And what this does is that it's a toggle. So when he lets go of caps, he can focus on his crosshair again, and he doesn't actually have to move his eyes. So like, let's say like a kill feed happens, I can just check and then get rid of, check, get rid of. Now what I do is I actually just physically move my eyeballs to here, and then I come back, but that's what he does. So maybe that's something you could try.
Yeah.
Basically, kill feed happens, hold tab or caps lock. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I do remember during that God week that I had, I was checking minimap a lot more. But I think like as I was playing more games, and like I started getting confused and focusing less on the minimap. So yeah, I have noticed I need to look at it more.
It could be good. I'll add the. You could try holding caps lock to toggle it instead of moving your eyes. But what this doesn't include for this week is chef peeking, crosshair placement, burst strafing, spray control, like the mechanical side of things. So like if that does happen, try and be like, oh, like that doesn't matter. I'm working on 1, 2, 3, which is setups, adapting, and then minimap awareness. And theoretically, if you get your setups down, like this can kind of be done out of the game, and then in the game you're just actually like fighting off of it. And then after the first 3 to 5 rounds on this one, your mental stack is kind of just focused on minimap awareness at that point, like theoretically. To some extent, of course, like maybe after round 8 they start changing their way they play again, you might want to adapt again or whatever, but yeah
That makes sense.
Does this feel doable for the week? Yeah, okay. I think this is, oh, we didn't talk about attack. So let's see. Let me move this down here. Actually, do I want to include it here? I'm going to say refer to below this. Wait, look below for more details on each half. Okay, then I'll put this here. And then we'll talk about defense. Should section this way, I think. Okay, 80-20 for attack. This one's, we didn't get to look at your attack half, but this one is important still too. 80% of the time, let me ask you, do you know what the 80-20 is for attack?
Well, I'm just keeping with the team, and then 20%, like it's pretty much the same, but keeping with the team instead of fast rotating for 80%. Okay. And then we did talk about specifically on ascent to flank for the 20%, but on some maps it's a little too difficult for me, so I kind of gave up.
Gotcha. Yeah, lurking / flanking.
Icebox.
It is hard. This is kind of what I would loosely group as like solo plays / solo space taking, which the terms for this would be lurking / flanking is the 20%. So if we go back to this framework here, the first 3 to 5 rounds, we want to be with the team 80% of the time. And then after that, if they've shown that they can't hold sites, / aren't delaying you, then you can continue rushing. Basically, can you get on site? If yes, stay with team. If no, maybe I should do the if then, but fuck it, I'm too committed now. If no, proceed to the 20%. Okay, so 20% would be making solo plays / solo space taking. This would basically mean avoiding being with your team at all costs and just looking for fights elsewhere. Where you go is really highly map dependent, but this is where you can practice contacting space and crosshair placement / peeking. I don't know if you remember, but one of the things we did on Icebox was contacting B, where I had you walk up here. Where is he? Walk up here, and then kill this guy, and then kill this guy, then walk up and then kill this guy, and then I think we ended the drill there. But like that's kind of what you would do with this 20% here. Maybe I'll include that screenshot.
Yeah.
Because we kill all 3 because we're the best. But yeah, the 80-20 for attack is important, but you'll find less success, I think, immediately switching to this compared to the defense, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder. But on Haven, for example, if you're having trouble going A, like we've been rushing A every single round, the way to adapt would be to do this setup here where you have the alarm bot here, the turret here, and then you're just like walking on mid somewhere. Maybe you take this fight, maybe you try and go garage. Technically, you could try and walk up C. That's pretty uncommon, but you know, if your teammates are going A, you can try and like the 20% would be to go in mid typically.
Yeah.
And most scenarios in the game is to try and get to this fight here so you can stop the rotate. And you try to kill this guy as an example. Maybe I'll include this as a screenshot as well. But yeah, is that enough of a framework, I think, or you think for this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If you want, you could do a similar thing like you did the last time where you send me the setups for the maps. I guess this would probably be more bomb site dependent though, so you might have multiple screenshots for each map. Like your A site setup on bind would be included as well as your B site setup. But you can cross-reference that with me to get the thumbs up. And then also, maybe I would suggest, I think you did this as well anyways, but like, as an example would be, I'm playing U-Haul. Okay, my A key is not working, but I'm playing U-Haul to peek off turret. Okay, all my buttons aren't working. But yeah, that could be something you do. Like just, like for example, this one would be, I'm in hookah playing off my alarm bot.
Yeah.
And activating my molly or something like that. To make it like very clear, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can do that.
Okay. And yeah, we'll just see how we're doing this. We'll go in the order for next week. So we'll see, okay, like, do we actually have the setups? Are we implementing it? And then after that, we'll look at, are we adapting? And then, you know, of course, throughout the game too, we'll take a look. Are we grabbing the minimap info there? It could be useful for you to play, like record these games here with your webcam so I can see your eyeballs. That is something that I do use when I'm reviewing some other people. They like have webcam. I can see, okay, you're actually looking at minimap here. Okay, you have the info there, but we still did poorly, so maybe we're going too fast. Or obviously,
Okay.
if we don't, yeah. So that could be something you do, but I wouldn't say it's 100% required. The alternate route, I think, there's like this program you can use that like, I don't know if you need the hardware for it, but like the eye tracker. I feel like
Yeah, I've
there
seen
might be.
those.
Yeah, that could be something you look into as well if you wanted to do that instead of the webcam, just because I understand the webcam all the time thing is a lot, but yeah,
That could be
that's
fun,
optional.
actually. That could be very interesting to see where my eyes are all the time.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I feel like for some reason there probably is a like I would imagine the software is advanced enough to where like you could probably have your phone do it or something, but maybe not. Maybe you really do need the hardware. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, hopefully that is clear and is good actionables for this upcoming week. I also will want to preface, I don't think that 1 week is enough for these skills to develop fully, but maybe we'll see if we're making progress in that direction.
Yeah, at least trying to focus on it will be a top priority.
Sounds good. Reach out if you have any questions. Like I said, reach out with the setups just to get the thumbs up so you kind of know that's done. And then from there, it's about getting the reps in, I think. Definitely don't think too much about the whiffs or anything like that. We're not focused too much on mechs.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
Likewise. Good luck on the games this week. And fingers crossed.
Thank you. Oops. I accidentally closed out of Discord completely. My bad. Oh, chat. I feel like I've disappointed. I feel like I've disappointed Coach this week. Should we just go straight into it? Now that's Dope High. But thank you to Dope High for the time. I accidentally literally like force quit Discord, so that's my bad. I didn't even say goodbye. How are we feeling? Disappointed? Why? For being new? I don't know. I feel like I'm just not making a lot of progress lately. Actually, like if you look at my Notion doc, which I didn't even know he doesn't have. Thank you, Dopai. I wanted to say sorry for accidentally closing out of Discord. I didn't say bye, but thank you. As a 5-year vet, I'm devastated. But see, look at the here. Maybe we can do this screen. But like my Notion doc. Oh, actually, this kind of sucks. How do I change the size? Okay, whatever. We don't have to. Oh, we don't have to see the whole thing. But you can see the the RR. Like when I lose, I like lose terribly. When I win, it's like not enough, and I'm losing a lot too. So that's frustrating. Felt a little demotivated this week, but at the same time, like, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's fine. And I made a friend the other day on it, so like, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. I am really tempted to buy the eye tracker thing. I saw Stephanie Sue use it for a video.
The new time slot is so much better because now we can actually go into a game after coaching.
I know, it's so helpful. Thank you, Playing These, for resubscribing, and also for gifting to, I think it was Orc. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Happy 15 months to us. Sometimes teams just don't click, so don't worry. Ah, yes. Let me just blame my teammates. Yeah, we're gonna try to queue up. I do have to go to the bathroom though, so we'll take a quick bathroom break after I say thank you to Lil Sensei for resubscribing with Prime. Happy 4 months to us. So yeah, if you are subscribed, enjoy the maze game. Otherwise, enjoy the ads. We'll be back in about 3 minutes and we'll just queue up. So, BRB. All right. Congrats, Brad. I really just gotta record that and we'll just play it at the same time as the toilet flushing. Wait. Never mind. That would be kind of bad, right? That would imply something else. Anyway. Okay, I think we're gonna do a deathmatch first. We'll do a little deathmatch warm-up and then we'll queue into comp. I did play a game Right after my team meeting today. It's like you're congratulating me for using the bathroom. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, congratulations. Are we getting input from the goat himself? We'll see. I'm kind of nervous. I can try to
Match found.
vocalize more as well. Even if it's not like in-game to my teammates. Hi, Croissant. Let me know if it's too loud too. I think that was a problem. You can turn it down. Nervous getting advice from better players is how you learn. I know. I know. Oops. Oh my god. It's okay, it's just warm up. Oh my god. Damn it. And I know that we talked about it. Oh, I think you should be trying to play more simple. With this much information, you're trying to do too much and overthinking it so you can't pay attention. Simple to complex, not the other way around. I agree, but my simple one brain cell thought is just shoot. Stop, shoot, move. Back to basics. Oh my god.
Combat is a means to an end. And we are the means.
Fight!
It begins.
My first step, I was not stopped. Okay. Should we go sheriff? Everyone's going sheriff. Ah. What the hell? Where did he go? Oh, he died.
So long.
Oh my god, I was way too high.
Dominating.
What? They left.
Hostile down.
Oh! That's fine. That's blue. That's fine. Oh my god. No.
Kill confirmed.
Oh my god. Where is everyone? Oh. Ah!
Dominating.
My bad. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay.
Ten kills remaining.
The Sova.
Got Sky.
What? What? They left. Ah!
Ha det bra.
Five kills remaining.
Maybe it's just worth it to never try to get the... What the... Was that coming from this direction? Was that over there? Oh, it was! Oh. They were just so fast, I didn't see them. Where'd they go?
One kill remaining.
Scratch
Oops,
one.
my bad. Usually I try to aim for 20, but whatever. It might just be the Phantom Goat. Should we have to... I don't know why I switched to Phantom. Well, I got that skin. That's why. And Tyler was making fun of me for it, but isn't it fun? Okay, I already played an Icebox game today. The gun you use is whichever one you bought a skin for last. Exactly. That's only partially true. Do you want me to go back into our... Oh, I can't. I can't go back into our chats. It's okay. Honestly, I care more about my KDA than the kills in DM. I don't even check my KDA for DM. Maybe I should. I'm just like, oh, I just die, so it's fine. Just keep getting kills. How's coaching? Good. Coaching is always good. I'm always happy to have coaching. yeah, it can also just be getting shot in the
Match
back.
found.
I've not listened to Tyler. I was thinking of doing just a stream listen and not making a video about it. But I don't know. I feel like those are also kind of boring. No?
Why not?
You should listen to it on a walk. You can't be standing still then? I don't know. Sorry, I got voice banned from Riot because of racism. Have you tried not being racist?
Relax. I've already thought of everything.
Also, I set up recommendations. I recommend... for setup recommendations, I recommend Rico on YouTube. I'll note this in my Notion doc. And then also, I have on the other tab, I have this that we just went through, the adapting framework. We'll try to navigate it in-game, but it might take me a few games to wrap my head around fully. And that's fine. But I'll write this in here for reference. I was looking at someone named Cambam? Read this for the lightest spoilers imaginable. Okay, I will after. Think about your starting point in early rounds. What Dopai said. Okay, what's a good start? Okay, we're starting defense. What's a good starting point to play off my util on Sunset? Yeah, I still haven't listened to the Clips album either, so that was a spoiler. I didn't know Tyler was on there.
Time out.
Hey, I forgot. I put this here.
Alarm bot out.
And we can close this. We can close this and then run with the sky. What is your strategy for the beginning? I copy Nats. Put my turret for... Okay. They're A. Fast rotate.
Here.
Spike planted.
Oh! Reloading.
I was a little too low, huh?
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
You do light shield on the first round? I think you'd really like Malice. I've seen some of, like, I saw that they were doing Q&As together. I thought that was so cute.
Past this place.
Okay, so what did we learn from the first one? They're all rushing A. Let's see if they rush B. And in that case, maybe I go up with the Sky, because it looks like Sky's gonna flash immediately. Oh! Sky did not flash immediately. What the hell? Sky left me? Okay. Okay.
Turret's destroyed. Oh!
Still a little low.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Everyone give Sage a break. Crying over every bruise. I'm here. You can bother me.
Okay. Thought process. I haven't got a single kill yet, so we go Spectre. We can probably go on heavy shields, to be honest. And actually, maybe that's better. I don't know.
Guide us in, Sky.
Placing alarm bot.
You think rifle? Okay, they're all A. On my way.
Placing sentry.
But I haven't got a kill yet. I feel like I don't deserve the rifle.
Here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Spike spotted B. Enemy spotted B.
Oops.
Reloading. Yes, stealth tactics would only work for so long.
Maybe your problem is too many rounds buying the Spectre and Bulldog. Maybe, I don't know.
Placing alarm bot.
But my Spectre now has a cute bear thing on it.
Turret out.
So whatever.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Han entrado ya, no. Se te casa.
Spike planted.
Powers up.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh my fuck.
Don't interrupt my work.
Ace.
Go ahead. Call me tech support again.
I can't live up to this. We're ending the stream right now. Alright, it's okay. The other team is saying that was all luck.
Turret out. We can overcome them. Alarm bot out.
I'll close this for the sky.
Enemies hawk out. Blinded.
Can I try to do this?
Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Reloading.
You think they're going B? They're still mid?
Reloading. Hawk out. Got it.
Okay.
Healing you. Reloading. shield here.
30 seconds left.
Hi! I'm pissed!
Spike down A. Last player standing. 10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
My burden never ends.
I rushed that. I was scared. It's okay. Neon ult is maybe my least favorite thing in the video game. Mine is Breach. General.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out.
I don't know how to...
Placing
I don't know how to
swarm
counter.
grenade.
You think they go mid again?
Your feet!
Nope.
Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Ah, reloading.
Oh fuck.
Here.
Sorry, bro.
Spikes here.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Variable removed. Ah, here.
I think I just chill. I think I just chill.
Bot coming back.
Maybe I should have left that. I don't know.
30 seconds left.
Turret out. Ah, turret down.
What am I supposed to be focusing on? My hands are sweaty. You already seem much more intentional with your peaks. Thank you. I'm not. I mean, I'm not doing it
Placing alarm bot.
intentionally.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
See, do I close it if Omen's here? What if he wants to come back? They're A.
Watch your guys, eh? Cover going out.
Mid. No mid. Tengo otro.
Spike down mid.
Oh, fuck. 117. Ah! Oops. Yay. If the door is closed, I don't think he's there. Good call.
One enemy remaining.
Hawk out. Time to hunt.
30 seconds left.
We lost him.
Ten seconds left.
Oh, we missed it.
Their backs will be towards at least one of us.
Should I try Vandal? We'll see how I play with the Vandal.
Placing alarm bot.
Blah.
Turret out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Peeking with the sage? Maybe not. Pyramid. Mid A.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted mid. Come on, let's go. Finished. Hawk out.
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
For you. Reloading.
Oh my god.
Flawless.
Should have gone the other way, huh? Would have been faster, maybe. It's okay, I was creating pressure.
If one link breaks, the rest will fall.
You can hold this and can hold... Oh, if Sage peeks there, you can crouch in front of her so you have a higher and lower. And can hold the same angle without blocking each other. Yeah, I like never crouch in this game, I'm gonna be honest. I'm too scared
Target
to.
out. Placing swarm grenade.
Okay, they're going
Swarm
together.
grenade.
It's you and me.
Scatter.
They're all still there? Oh my god. What the hell?
Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
Okay. I don't want to peek actually.
For you.
Whoop. Were those
Three
enemies?
seconds left.
Okay.
Spike planted. Last
Ah!
player standing.
I wasn't expecting her to be so close. Did Dopai give you that crosshair? No.
One enemy
You
remaining.
fought well. Wall raised. Valiant effort.
Good job.
Clutch.
Clutch. Nice clutch.
This is what I trained for.
Is there a retake ult to try to use on this map? I don't know anything about KJ setups. I haven't looked into it. Usually I'll just ult like here or here. Like as close to the side as possible. Sage.
Placing sentry. They can't get an inch. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh, shit.
Placing swarm
I was too
grenade.
early.
Swarm grenade out. Hawk out. Hawk out.
There, man.
Found them.
Oh my fuck.
Spike down mid.
One.
Está aquí. Está pegado con la ulti. Corre.
One enemy remaining.
Está a 10 de vida.
Should I stay here for my Yuto?
30 seconds left.
The nightmare is becoming real.
Nice shot. It was a body shot, but he was 40 and he didn't shoot me, so it's fine.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Oh, on the ice. Well, I knew he was there because he pulled his gun back out. Oh! They're all 8. Well, 4. Where's Bingo?
Enemy spotted.
Ah, fuck.
It's you and me.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Our Sky can clutch this, I believe. I believe.
One dead.
No!
Last round before the switch.
Don't save anything. Last chance to use our stuff.
Way better decision making. Here's the thing. I don't think I'm doing anything differently than like what I did in that bind game, for example.
Turret out.
But maybe if I rewatch it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out. Terminated. Turrets destroyed.
Spike planted.
Got one. Got 3. Found them.
Off your feet!
Oh fuck, 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 fuck.
Last player standing.
Oops.
Going up.
Okay, whatever.
Flash.
Switching sides.
Yeah, it was the breach.
The MVP is mine.
Let's
do this.
It's always the breach, my biggest enemy. You should maybe ping need assistance. I don't think guys A knew you were getting pushed by 4. Listen. I don't even know how. Communication. Needs support. What key do we give it? Key. I'm gonna forget.
Cover going out.
Awesome.
Shadows traveling.
No!
Die.
Turret out.
Maybe that's a bad turret, I don't know.
Placing swarm grenade. Bomb grenade out. One down. Healing you.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Nice.
Prepare yourselves.
Select the
We
flag
fight once again.
equals support. Yeah, usually I just do the normal ping because I made that my middle mouse button.
Placing sentry.
Keep their heart.
Blinding.
Shadows traveling.
Hawk out.
Cover going out.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh my.
Target down.
Oh my god, I don't have the spike. Okay.
Piss off.
Spike planted.
Let go.
One enemy remaining.
Leave me loud! We can push up. Okay. I did nothing that round.
I will take back what is mine.
I'm scared. I'll have no money. Okay, we'll go Spectre with the team.
Don't hold back.
Why are we not buying after winning pistol? Because I
Shadows
didn't
traveling.
do anything.
Free
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade
Someone's
out.
B. Watch your eyes.
Auf Wiedersehen. Alarm bot out.
Going up.
One enemy remaining.
Was that the omen that was over here?
Placing swarm
I
grenade.
don't remember.
Swarm grenade out.
Someone's mid. Reloaded.
66.
Team Ace.
You see that? Tell me you caught
I
that.
killed the neon with a 26.
Don't stress if I die. It was great knowing you all. Also, delete my hard drive.
What are we feeling? Phantom or Vandal? Are you thinking about 80-20? No. I gotta reset my brain. So, how many rounds has it been? We're thinking Phantom.
I have your back.
Whatever skin you like. I like both of them. Otherwise, I would not have them.
Watch your eyes.
Cover going out.
Hawk out. Healing you. Blinded.
That's done.
Oh,
Gone. Shadows traveling.
barrier created.
Gun didn't even matter.
Light planted.
One enemy
Take it
remaining.
out.
Add to the mental stack. It's okay, my team's carrying me right now.
Reloading.
It is done.
Nice.
What will it be this time?
These are my
Any
comms.
patterns emerging?
Positive reinforcement. Let's try the Vandal. Okay. I didn't want the spike anyway.
La misma por mercado.
Many are saying your early ace changed the game on its head. Yeah, I'll call that impact.
Reloading. Turret out.
That might be too far back, Call, to do anything.
Shadows traveling.
Placing swamp grenade.
I could do that.
Reload.
Maybe. I
Swamp
don't know.
grenade out.
Cover going out.
Someone must be.
Oh,
Placing
fuck.
alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Reloading.
Do we got this?
Found them.
One enemy remaining.
Got 3.
Oh!
Where's Sage? This Shiza hurts.
Match point.
One more.
Ah!
First shout on me.
I'm good. I can't play after I do things like that. I get too shaky. I'm like... Need deodorant.
I got you, bruv.
When did they add that knife? It's the EXO... Okay, well, I guess... Where the hell do I put my...
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade.
It's you
Swarm
and
grenade
me.
out.
Oh no.
Got the spike. Found one.
Fuck.
Spike down B.
Ugh.
Last player standing.
My worst enemy.
Scatter.
Nice. Okay.
New fight, new tactics, keep it fresh, yeah?
My ultimate is ready.
If you guys have mid like that, it's pretty good place to KJ ult onto B.
Placing sentry.
I haven't tried it, so I wasn't sure where
I
to
got
put
yous,
it,
okay?
and then I died. Usually I put it backside so that it reaches the hole.
Look out!
Cover going out.
Come on, let's go!
What? Like, I gotta go up a little bit by the...
Wall raised.
Like, where is a good place here? I don't know.
Initiated. Alarm bomb spike planted. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. This area is clear. And a swarm grenade out. Reloading. Found them. Alarm bot down. Spotted A.
Last player standing.
Kind of stuck. Okay. I save for post plant if I have the spike, but I didn't have the spike
Where
this
are we
time.
going this time?
It's okay,
Remember
we
what
can do
worked
it.
in the past.
It's okay, we got this. Just one win, one win. Okay, I'll take the spike. It's fine. Just one ace.
Let's go!
Turret out.
Yeah, I guess me and Sage go this way.
Enemy spotted mid.
Someone's B. Someone's B.
Lights down. Face your fear!
Oh no. Oh my god. Thank you.
Let go for a second.
Oh, not me.
Enemy remaining.
We got this. We got this. We got this. Win.
Attackers win.
Close one. Too bad I couldn't hear anything. That fade ult is crazy. See, here I feel like that was just a good team. That was just a great team. We did great. I did get a performance bonus though. That doesn't happen very often lately. Sorry, I gotta immediately put it in the Notion doc so I don't forget. This is the second match of the day. This was Sunset. This was Killjoy. Okay. Okay. Eight performance bonus? I don't think that I did anything differently. That's what I'm saying. I can't tell. Whatever. You did get an ace and 2 4K rounds. Oh, I guess so. I guess so. Do we do another one? Could I ask for the crosshair code? We have it in chat. That's it. That's it. Do we do another one? Maybe we do a deathmatch. And then we do another one. Damn!
Match found.
And playing against silvers. Earlier we won and it was against everyone on the entire game was bronze except for me. You sounded kind of burnt out before, so you don't have to queue. I was just demotivated by like it feels like it's a little bit out of my hands sometimes. Because this is kind of crazy, no? Well, this is last week, but... Oops. Ah! Blue bars.
Dominating.
I think I still do 3 games even if we have coaching. Oh. Stop moving. Oh. No! We respawn so quickly in the warm-up. Alright. Def get some reps in aim labs.
When we go out there, someone
Yeah,
dies.
we can do the aim labs playlist.
Carry that weight.
Fight.
Blue bars. You're joking. You're joking? Who's playing those guns in deathmatch? I hear footsteps all around me. All around me. No. Oh my god. We're on the board.
Sage is down.
I think it's 0.26. Girl! Oh my god. We both suck.
You're finished. Sage is down. Omen's gone.
What's happening up there? Echo. From behind.
Try again.
We both suck. Me and the Jet. I think I should just not try to fight the race. What? Dude.
Stand aside. Neutralized.
I always forget about that little window.
Sage is down. Got one.
10 kills remaining.
No!
Target down.
That was lucky.
Who else?
What the hell?
5 kills remaining.
Not enough.
I don't think I can make that shot.
Next.
One kill remaining.
Enemy down.
Oh my god. 30.
That was good. Next time, I'll do better.
Not those though. High tech Nicholas. Welcome in. I'm kind of mad you got good phantom mechanics. Well, it took me... What's specific for the phantom mechanics? I just feel like we drilled a bunch of... Maybe it's that we drilled a bunch of spraying in coaching. And like, I feel like it's actually really difficult for me to spray with the Vandal. But since the spray is a little faster on the phantom, it's a little easier for me. That's why sometimes when I'm like trying to strafe while... I don't know. While shooting with the Vandal, sometimes I still get blue bars. Because it's slow and I can't recognize the difference. The spraying with the Vandal is bad? I don't think it's that bad. Do you feel like you are improving? It doesn't show in my stats. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I'm holding myself a little bit to that. So, we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I think I was muted for some of it, but... Yeah, I was feeling very demotivated the last couple weeks. Progression is not linear. I agree. I agree. You're basically tapping and spraying at appropriate ranges. I don't know if I'm even thinking about that at this point. I feel like I'm always tapping. I mean, no. I'm always bursting. Which, I'm trying to spray more.
Match found.
You are exactly what the number on the screen tells you. Alright, Haven. Time to get aggressive, Haven. Did you read the thing I sent? What thing? Maybe I didn't read it and I don't see any messages. Oh, this thing. Am I even logged into Discord on browser? Thinking this one might not be super compatible with the React format. Is that it? Number 1, body movement. Fuck it, no sitting still. I mean, he said that it's not a... He said it's not a... What did he say on Twitter? He said it's not a concept album. So, I was already in my head like, okay, we're not gonna... we're probably not gonna make a video about it. I'm thinking of listening to it on stream sometime, maybe this weekend. But I want to listen to clips first, I'm not gonna lie. Listen to it on a walk. We could do that. Dude, we should do an IRL stream. An IRL stream.
If anything explodes again, you are telling Brim.
I was going to, but we were really busy at work, so I didn't get to sit down and listen.
Placing alarm bot.
We have a new project.
Placing
So I had to get the project page ready. Oh wait.
Recalling my bot.
We have a new approach. I literally autopiloted that. Okay. But it looks like Clove's going smoking from B.
Placing sentry.
Never mind.
Here. Turret's destroyed.
Okay, they're going A.
Enemy spotted A. No peeking.
Spike planted.
I'm Path. I have a job. I love where I work. We get it, man. I do love my job, okay? I'm just very lucky and grateful.
One enemy remaining.
Grenade!
Good job, team. I hit him for 30, so I mean...
Aim. I love explosions. Someone track down their brimstone. Cut off the head of the snake.
Okay, so what do I do? Should I pivot if they're definitely going window and peeking on my turret? If I'm peeking off my turret, is Chamber peeking on my turret?
Placing alarm bot.
Okay, we'll try to buy. I just get scared. I don't really do well with the Spectre. Oh!
Turret killed them.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Have one of these. Grenade.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Done.
Wow.
Good. One step closer to being back in pajamas.
Well, you shouldn't have your turret and alarm bot in the same place. Normally I would not peek window with a Spectre. That's true. That's true. But we got it.
Turret out.
Yeah, I can
Out
put
of
the alarm
charges.
bot here actually, and
Alarm bot out.
we can go back and peek off the turret. I'm just so slow, we gotta speed up, you know?
Found them. Bomb buddy out.
I think I heard someone jump up here, no? I could be wrong. Fuck! I was not wrong. Why can't I type? Garage.
Spike planted.
Garage, as I say. If Reyna doesn't get this assist for me...
Last player standing.
Yippee! I got my assist. I'll take it.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
So I'm gonna...
Alarm bot out.
Maybe we play A. I don't know.
As one. Placing sentry.
I didn't buy shield. That's okay. I was out of range of my alarm bot. Awareness.
Placing swarm grenade.
Where's that go? Perfect.
Swarm grenade out.
Oh yeah! Monster on the
Placing
loose!
swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. finished.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
See, isn't this fun? Who needs
I know
shields?
what must be done.
When the enemy does a bad smoke like that, you can use it to get out. Don't have to, of course. Do you mean when I was stuck in garage? I just wasn't sure. I thought I heard him jump in.
Sentry.
Maybe Ray should have bought that. Here. Oh, I forgot to put my alarm bot down. It's okay. I can play
Placing alarm bot.
I can play Garage. My favorite.
Here.
And of course they're going here. I didn't know they were all coming.
One enemy remaining.
I didn't know there were multiple. I thought they were gonna split. Oh my god.
Look at that. We lost again.
Good thing I was spraying, am I right, chat? Am I right? I have no alarm bot. That's fine.
Can I get this?
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
Turret out.
Fuck my life.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Initiated.
Maybe that's a bad place to put it.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Area's clear. Spike is B.
Ah!
Time to stock.
I should have got a gun. I was too. Oh my god.
Alarm bot out. Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
They're gonna go C. They're gonna go C.
Headshot.
All good. Even better.
Spike planted.
It's you and me.
Okay, I was expecting one person to be waiting for me. I was not expecting two.
Last player standing.
Here and here?
Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please.
I never know when I should or should not be walking on flank. Me neither. It's just kind of a gamble. Thanks, Fiat.
Turret out. Alarm bot out. That brimstone's just sparks. Placing swarm grenade.
Damn it.
Found them.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Okay. Did he just look at me and then keep going? Like...
Spike down C.
Oh my god, 78. Okay.
enemy remaining.
See, everyone loves this gun. Can't help but pick it up. Tylo.
There.
Once more into battle.
Did you know you can
I'm
do
not
this?
tired.
Damn
Are
it.
you?
It's a long inspect. Actually, I've never done the whole thing. Okay, whatever.
Placing alarm bot.
Okay, it's dumb.
Turn out.
Oh my god.
You want
I
to
thought I put it
play?
back in.
Let's play.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
I think it's just one person on. Sounds like Gecko's grass. They were all waiting for me.
Spike down mid. Last player standing.
What do I do in that scenario?
One enemy remaining.
Even with
Serena loves my gun. I have no money now.
Reloading. Can I get this? Thanks.
Yay! You can't expect them to be holding you like that. Do you think they were holding me specifically? Like, am I being too predictable? I gotta go do something else. I should have been here, and then I should have taken this fight, you know?
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade.
Oh,
Swarm
they're all
grenade
there.
out. Drop in a smoke. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's
Last
where
player standing.
my overwhelm came in. It's okay. Sage got this. Sage
Spike
can
planted.
ace. I think you kind of can expect them to hold because your team has been pushing a lot early on defense. Ooh.
Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out. Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
Okay, looks like what do we do? Spectre save? Bulldog save? No util? Maybe.
Turn out.
Okay, I'm scared now. They got in my head.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A. Refreshing.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready. Grenade.
Prepare for hellfire.
Bomb buddy out.
What the hell?
My ultimate is ready.
Didn't I come in from here? Where was he?
Last round in the half.
Spend those creds before we lose them.
Yeah, I don't know how I...
Turn out.
We'll put you here.
Alarm bot out.
We'll put you here.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Maybe I should have kept one.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Oh my god. Do I ult? We have 2. It's the last round, I mean.
It's you and me.
Spike planted.
I cannot believe I whipped that.
Switching sides.
Got my
Remember,
one.
your weapon is only a tool. You can't just shoot. You have to think.
Where are we dropping, boys? We want to go C? Dude. I got lineups. I got lineups for C. Actually, I have lineups for A too. 1 lineup for B. They're all very inconsistent, so we'll see how they work.
Tear them down.
Placing swarm grenade.
Nah, that one looked good. That one looked good.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Enemy
Swarm grenade out. Placing sentry.
enemy
Down.
Take it out. Critical hit.
Backside the...
Last player standing.
NT. Keeping up the morale.
If you need help figuring out how,
Where are we
just
going?
ask.
Whose idea was it to go see?
I'm gonna save.
Okay, but do you want to see my 8 lineups? Or like...
Need a drop.
Yeah. This is my life. No comms in game. And then like I can't comm because why would I? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, watch this. Do I jump?
Placing
I don't
swarm
remember.
grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Shot in a smoke. Spike carriers down.
Swarm grenade. Swarm grenade. Spike down A.
Oh, I thought I grabbed it.
I got the spike.
I grabbed it.
Rest.
What the hell?
Last player
Ah!
standing. Spike down A.
Where was he? Behind me? They're not gonna push.
If you must fall, then fall near me.
Okay, it's fine. No, it's fine. We got it. We got it. What do we do if we lost the first 2 rounds?
I'm gonna buy.
Okay.
Alarm bot out.
Full buy?
On we are.
I can't.
Placing the sentry. Enemy spot.
Why did that happen?
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Satchel out. Dropping smoke.
Okay.
One down.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Enemy spotted A. Reloading.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Reloading. Oh, this reminds me of this one time where I actually, never mind that.
Do I just keep my shield? Going to sleep. My physical rehab starts tomorrow. Good luck.
We go.
Yeah, but what if I need to buy it next time?
Turret out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh.
Our spike carrier is dead. Spike down mid.
Fuck.
Good attempt. Goodbye.
Last player standing.
Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
Ugh. The gun.
Let them try to get through me.
I think I did fine without the shield. You know. Can we win a round, please?
Turn out. Placing alarm bot.
Bot coming back.
Placing sentry.
Enemy spotted. See. Found them.
Go get him.
Okay. Maybe we go A.
Dropping smokes.
Spike down mid. Last player standing.
Satisfying.
30 seconds left.
It's you and me.
My city needs me. Ready.
I can't be away for long. Let's end this.
We should team hold garage. Maybe we save on shield. It looks like our team has no money, so...
Placing alarm bot.
I think we just go C.
Placing sentry.
Like, around this way.
Reload.
Spike down. C. Placing swarm grenade.
It might be too late to do these. That's fine.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. One enemy remaining. Spike down. C.
I got the spike. Spike's down.
Now what? Where could he be? Nice! Didn't even have to ult.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighters.
Do I keep my light armor? Just kidding. Just kidding.
My ultimate is ready. Alarm bot out.
I'll follow the Reyna.
Turret out. Placing swarm grenade. Enemy spotted C. Swarm grenade out.
You want to play? Let's play.
Swarm grenade.
Dude, so far I've been hitting every single lineup. I have to wait for this to go down there.
Swarm grenade out. No peeking.
Should I ult? Should we leave?
Recalling my bot. Recalling my bot.
Oh, I thought we were going A. Oh my god.
Drop in a smoke. Initiated. Our spike carrier is dead.
Huh?
Spike down B.
I got the spike.
From behind?
Last player standing.
Damn it. Dude, use your ult and then kill all of them at the same time. I've seen it happen.
Drop in a smoke.
30 seconds left.
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
Ace. Thank you for the prime.
I'm gonna save.
Happy 10 months to us. We're saving?
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go A. That's why I recalled my util, but we went B.
Turret out.
Alright, let's try these ones again.
Placing swarm grenade. No peeking. Placing swarm grenade. No peeking. Swarm grenade out. Opponent swarm grenade out.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Prepare for help.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
That was my bad. That was my bad. Nice.
Thirty seconds left.
Spike planted.
Nice. NT.
No one beats my firepower. I got this. Reloading. Reloading.
We need to call an audible.
Break them.
Placing sentry.
Oh, I thought we were going B. Okay. Nope, I'm not.
Drop in a smoke. Out of charges.
Shit, I have nothing.
Our spike carrier is dead.
I knew it.
Spike down mid. Last player standing. Flawless.
I tried.
They don't have a single life worth saving.
We did get an ace this stream, and I told you it's all downhill from there. Okay, we're gonna, do we go sheriff? Dude. What do we do? What's the plan?
Let's start this party.
I haven't listened to New Tyler. You should know by now. I'm very slow.
Placing sentry.
What if I just sit and wait for them to come this way? Because I have a terrible gun. Fuck my life.
Spike down, attacker spawn. Last player standing.
Dude, what are they doing? They're everywhere.
Refreshing.
One enemy remaining.
In this scenario, if you're not calming, just default and wait for picks is good enough.
One downside to being immortal.
But I got pinched. The brim was here. The chamber was here. They were both coming for me. So what do we do?
There.
Lock in.
We win. We survive.
Satchel out. Turret out. Satchel out.
Placing swarm grenade.
Swarm grenade out.
We going B?
Your duty is not over. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Spikes down.
No
Spike
way,
down,
how?
B.
I got the spike.
You're not.
My ult's ready.
For hellfire!
One enemy remaining.
Down. I know what must be done.
I don't know. Ray's old garage.
Thanks.
Oh wait, I have money.
Need something? Placing sentry.
Ray's doesn't want an old garage, I think.
Enemy spotted A.
Okay, we're going A.
Placing alarm bot. Healing hearts destroyed. Here goes the party. Drop in a smoke.
Placing swarm grenade.
Not peeking.
Swarm grenade found them.
Catch. Here. That's done.
One enemy remaining.
You think it was one or two?
My ultimate is ready.
It was two. It's always two. It's always two.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Time to stock back up. Can I get a drop?
Overtime.
Turret out. Alarm bot out.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully place this time.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
And I have time to go fight with my turret.
I don't wet.
I should start from this side.
Turret down.
Okay, never mind. Fuck. I thought he forgot about me. Okay, you don't like that one? Whatever, that's fine.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Skin is trash
Switching
confirmed.
sides. Match point.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to come at angles I can't.
What do we do? What do we do?
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe just run an A.
Alarm bot out.
Let's make some chaos.
Placing sentry.
Enemy spotted C.
This chamber is C.
Enemy spotted C.
Placing swarm grenade.
Oops.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm turrets destroyed. Swarm grenade out.
Are we going C? Clove is B. What are we doing? What's the plan? Okay, we're going C.
Can't use that yet. Bot coming back.
Give me the spec. Give me the spec.
I have a spike.
One enemy
One
remaining.
down.
I was like, that's a weird smoke for Brim to put. He's gotta be nearby.
Switching sides.
I didn't even have time to.
Overtime.
We're here because we're the best.
That's game sense. Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Placing alarm bot.
Maybe I just immediately go A because that seems to be. If I put this B, chamber's gonna hit it.
Turret out.
We just go A. Well, I'm out of range for the alarm
Bot
bot.
coming
Okay.
back.
I think we just put it here.
Placing alarm bot.
Yep.
Turret down.
Many enemies say.
Placing swarm grenade.
Oops.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh my god. The timing is crazy.
Here.
You think they're rotating?
Found them. Killed my bot.
Last player standing.
Deleted.
One enemy remaining. Switching sides. Match point.
I reckon I'll take a tip after that. There. I've earned it.
I can't do this. I can't. I'm gonna throw up. We can't do this. We can do this. We can do this.
We can do this. Alarm bot out. Satchel out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Gun here.
Yeah.
Oops. I meant to do this.
Placing swarm grenade.
Oh my
Smoke.
fuck.
Out of charges.
Whatever. We'll use it for when they flank us inevitably.
No peeking.
Sage, can I get a heal?
Spike down A. Last player standing.
No
One
way.
1 enemy remaining. Switching sides. Overtime.
Overtime again!
Everyone makes fun of German efficiency. Ha ha. Just keep laughing as you use all my gear.
I feel like the games on stream are always so tense.
Can you play B? Killjoy attack your bot on garage and play C long. And Sage VOD.
Wow, comms.
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Place a turret. Your turret. Yeah, nice.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade.
Get out of here.
Found them. Alarm bot down. Placing swarm grenade. Turrets destroyed. Swarm grenade out.
Ah. Oh, they're already backside.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted. There.
And with my gun. And with my phantom. Tamam. Good job, Tamam. I love comms 45 minutes into a game.
Match point.
What will it be this time?
Oh my god, please. We need to get this. Okay, Raze, make another call, please.
Alarm bot out.
Raze, please be our cop man.
Comme si fast.
Recalling my bot.
Oui, c'est comme si, comme ça. Oui.
Placing swarm grenade.
Fuck my life.
Placing swarm grenade. Reloading. Swarm grenade out.
We still want to go see?
Placing sentry. Drop in a smoke. Placing alarm bot.
Last player standing.
Oh my fuck.
Refreshing.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
You need to plant those fast for your ult.
Switching sides.
Oh my god. I didn't even have a chance to vote. 15-15? Oh, you're joking. A draw. That was so long. I got +3 RR. That's better than 0. That's in fact 3 better than 0. Did that even count as a match on the 21st? Or does that bleed into the 22nd? Let's start at 11:39 p.m. Okay, I'm tired. I'm not gonna play anymore. Third place. Iffy! Thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Hope to see you in the green room. Tired. Oh well. Yeah, better than 0, better than 0. Well, thanks for hanging out today. Valorant Monday. We had a little coaching, had a little gaming. It's been a fun time. Let's see who's online. Wednesday we're going to be playing a little bit more of the Horse Girl Gotcha game. And Saturday we'll be continuing with Claire Obscure. So, yeah, tons of fun this week. I think, trying to see who's online to raid. Shoot, we can raid Pixel, who's the other the other Dopai student for this series. So we'll go say hi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one. And I will see you eventually. I forgot to change my transition override. We'll go with the cinema roll. And I will see you later. Okay. Bye, 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 bye.
Rewind to before I changed, started acting strange, had my life in my own hand. Meanwhile, I was wasting time, thinking things were fine, but you had other plans. Behind your weak disguise, all the worthless lies, I was wrong and now I know. Don't think
my bad.
try, this is not goodbye.
Oh my god, I forgot to mention we have Green Moon Gaming next week. Green Moon Gaming next week. Among Us.
Oh, enemy, fuck, my KJ is on the enemy team now, and that guy was incredibly ass. Patrick, while I was getting this Still trying to get back to my previous rank from last sec. Yo, it's good. But you know, it's good. Solo queuing for the first time in a hell of a long time. But it's honestly better for me. All good, all good. Hey, rush.